Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Afri Abundance. So in this clip, I'm going to be sharing a really good piece of information that I was excited to have acquired from a very well-known African historian. So this is a 100 Black History Facts PDF file book that you can download for free. I also plan on printing it out and adding it to my Africana Studies binder that I previously shared some clips of, where I'm going to be putting together African history, language, medicine, things of that nature. So this is the manual here, and it is written by Robin Walker. As I stated before, he is a well-known African historian from the UK. So it says here, the Black Secret Education Project. And then at the top here, it states, history is not everything, but it is a starting point. History is a clock that people use to tell their political and cultural time of day. It is a compass they use to find themselves on the map of human geography. It tells them where they are, more importantly, what they must be. And this is a quote by John Henrik Clarke. So I'm really excited to go through this one. So it's just going to list out by number 100 historical facts, anywhere from Egypt to the Yoruba. So it's a wide range of knowledge across the African continent. And what I'm going to do is just pick out a few and read them. So you can see 1 through 8 in this first page here on page 1. And I'm just going to pick one of them that I find really interesting. So I'm going to read number 5. Number 5 states here, Africans pioneered basic arithmetic. 25,000 years ago, the Ishango bone is a tool handle with notches carved into it found in the Ishango region of Zaire, now called Congo, near Lake Edward. The bone tool was originally thought to have been over 8,000 years old, but a more sensitive recent dating has given dates of 25,000 years old. On the tool are 3 rows of notches. Row 1 shows 3 notches carved next to 6, 4 carved next to 8, 10 carved next to 5, and finally a 7. The 3 and 6, 4 and 8, and 10 and 5 represent the process of doubling. Row 2 shows 11 notches carved next to 21 notches, and 19 notches carved next to 9 notches. This represents 10 plus 1, 20 plus 1, 20 minus 1, and 10 minus 1. Finally, row 3 shows 11 notches, 13 notches, 17 notches, and 19 notches. 11, 13, 17, and 19 are the prime numbers between 10 and 20. So I believe it's really interesting how arithmetic was used throughout history and how it stemmed from the African continent. So it's a lot of really good information. I'm going to go to page 2. And page 2 is going to have 9 through 16. So I'll just read a short one here. I love this one here, number 11. It states the ancient Egyptians had afro combs, as you can see in this picture here. One writer tells us that the Egyptians manufactured a very striking range of combs in ivory. The shape of these is distinctly African and is like the combs used even today by Africans and those of African descent. And I'm someone who loves, the symbolism behind the Afro pick, the history behind it. And I think that this is, just a dig deeper into the history of the Afro pick. So I'm going to go to page 3 and just share one more historical fact here. This is going to be 17 through 26. So number 25 states Kumbi Saleh, the capital of ancient Ghana, flourished from 300 to 1240 AD, located in modern-day Mauritania. Archaeological excavations have revealed houses, almost habitable today, for want of renovation and several stories high. They had underground rooms, staircases, and connecting halls. Some had 9 rooms. One part of the city alone is established to have housed 30,000 people. So it just talks about the archaeological infrastructure within ancient Ghana, which is very, very interesting as you look at some of these structures and how, as it states, a lot of them had spaces built underground. And then you'll see 27 through 37, and I'm just going to go through and show each page. That way this video won't be too long. But there are a lot of really good facts here that can open your eyes to our history from the time we were considered Africans, from the time when we were considered under our tribes and names were switched and changed, and you'll just begin to see how truly beautiful the continent was and how pillaged it became, because there was so much beauty within this continent, and it was essentially robbed by so many different empires throughout history. And I think it's a good thing to recognize the beauty of it, and our history didn't start as slaves, so this is definitely a really good historical factual manual here. So you'll see Lalibela in Ethiopia. Lots of really beautiful historical sites. We have some astronomical observatories in Kenya, how they determined mapping of the stars. So there's a lot of really good stuff here. And if you're interested, they do provide their website here. You can go to, let me see if I can find, here we go. It's going to be www.theblacksecret.co.uk. And as I stated before, Robin Walker is a very knowledgeable historian. He has a lot of really good videos here on YouTube. There are classes that you can take to immerse yourself in Moorish history and lots of really beautiful things. From one Walker to another, check out Robin Walker. Thanks for watching.